Yo, what's up guys, my name's Hakiii and welcome to the most underrated cars in GTA 5 Online Part 4. I got some more awesome underrated vehicles for you guys to buy. And here's today's notification shout out up on the screen. If you guys want to win one in a future video, make sure you have the bell turned on so you're one of the first ones to type hashtag Hakiii Army down below in the comments. Now just before we begin this video, if this goes on to help you out, take a second to drop a like on it, that'd be awesome. Also, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and drop a sub, join the Hakiii Army because you do not want to miss any more videos like these. Help us reach 100k subs, that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget to turn on the notification bell as well. Anyway though, let's get straight into it. So for the first car today, we have the Novak. The Novak doesn't get nearly as much attention as it should. I bet some people don't even know it exists. You can buy it at the legendary motorsport site for $608,000. That is a really good price for this. You're getting a lot of value for what you're paying. You can probably tell by the gameplay, but this SUV is extremely fast. It's one of the, if not the fastest SUV in the game for sure. And by the way, if my nose does sound a little bit stuffed, I do apologize for that. I have a little bit of a cold I'm trying to fight through right now. Anyway though, as I said, the Novak is really neck and neck with the TOROS for the fastest SUV in the game. It might even be a little bit faster than the TOROS, which is like the Lamborghini SUV. The acceleration is good. The top speed is obviously crazy good for an SUV, and it's got some decent customization as well. It's got some good hood options and a couple of cool liveries as well. You guys see I have the livery with the peacock on the side of it, but there's a lot of other really cool liveries. Definitely go ahead and take a look at the liveries and LS customs for this vehicle. It also has the liveries with the white or black stripes going down the middle, which could look pretty clean with the right paint job. It even has 9 different cool spoiler options you can put on this SUV. That's right, spoiler options for this SUV. And about the looks of it, I think it looks good. I think it looks like an ordinary modern SUV, and so definitely give this vehicle a go. I think you're going to be really impressed with it, especially the speed of it and some of the customization options as well. Moving on to the next one now, we have the Gauntlet Classic Custom, and it is actually a Benny's vehicle, so you could probably guess it speaks for itself in terms of customization. And if you missed it in the name, it is a classic vehicle. It's actually based off of the 1969 Dodge Charger Daytona, and it was used for races, I think NASCAR races, I'm not too sure, back in 1969. So it's basically famous for being a retro racing car, but when you go from the IRL version and how it does in real life to the GTA version, it's a massive difference because this car struggles to drive. It drifts a ton. It's good for drifting, so if you like drifting, this would be a great car for that. But what I'm saying is you do not want to take this car racing. It's gonna struggle a lot with turns, but actually if you're doing a drag race, let's say in the airport, it's actually going to be really good for that because there's actually a speed glitch you guys could do with this vehicle. It's kind of hard to explain how to exactly do the speed glitch, but basically you guys can actually do a wheelie with this vehicle. As you guys can see, I'm trying to do it a lot in this gameplay, and that's really what I'm doing most of the time when using this vehicle. It's a lot of fun to do like the wheelies and stuff and trying to do the speed glitch with this as well, but it's a lot of fun. The wheelies are a ton of fun, and this car looks great as well. It's a great looking retro car, and also as you can see, the paint job covers pretty much the entire car, so if you have a great paint job, this car is gonna look absolutely stunning. As I mentioned, it is a Benny's vehicle, so you can buy it in the Benny's website for $815,000, which is a fair price. It's not super overpriced. It's not a super good deal, so feel free to get the Gauntlet Classic Custom. You can have a lot of fun with friends and even make new friends in free roam by showing him your wheelies and all that. Now moving on to underrated vehicle number 3, we have the 190Z, and wow, that actually rhymed, but the 190Z is all about customization. It has a crazy amount of customization for a non-Benny's vehicle, specifically 160 total customization options. That is the most customization options out of all non-Benny's vehicles, so basically it's number 1 in customization. You can buy it at the legendary motorsport site for $900,000. That's not super overpriced, but that's not super cheap. It's kind of like a fair price point, I'd say. The performance is decent for a sports classics car. It's not going to be anything special. You're paying mainly for crazy good customization, which then you can also make this car look super unique and super sick looking. So basically great customization and great looks. It's got tons of different exhausts, arch covers, bumpers, even a bunch of things regarding the engine, like a bunch of different modifications you could do to it. There's even 13 different mirror options to choose from, and if you've customized a lot of vehicles in GTA 5 Online, you know you rarely ever see mirror options, let alone 13 of them. There's so many different cool hood options to choose from as well, and as I said, you can change a lot of things regarding the exhaust, so you can also have the exhaust exposed if you did want to. There's 2 different hood options that let you see the engine, which is really cool. There's also tons of spoiler options. You can change the interior's trim color as well. The interior of the car looks really cool as well. It's like a wooden retro type interior, so even the inside of this vehicle looks awesome. Rockstar's done a great job in terms of customization and looks of the 190Z. So you know what, I'd say if you're looking to buy the 190Z, buy it for the customization and the looks, because if you're looking for a top performing sports classics car, this is not it. It has decent performance for sports classics, but that's about it. So if one of your favorite things is to customize vehicles in GTA like me, then definitely get this vehicle. It is a must. Moving on to the next vehicle, we have the TOROS, which is basically the Lamborghini SUV as I mentioned earlier. Just like the Novak, it's one of the fastest SUVs in the game. It is extremely fast for an SUV. You're going to be really impressed hitting the top speed of both the Novak and the TOROS here. Now, if you thought the Novak's price was good at just over $600,000, you're going to be really impressed with this price point. It's just under $500,000 at $498,000. If you ask me, that's definitely a bang for your buck. I mean, you're getting a lot of value for just under $500,000. Yeah, you're going to have to buy upgrades for it after, but it's not going to be over $750K total after purchasing all the upgrades, which is really good. Also, the paint job is really noticeable. It's going to cover almost the entire car, just like with the Gauntlet Classic Custom, which once again means if you have a good paint job on it, it's going to look awesome. Besides its great speed, it's got some great handling and traction. I was really impressed with those as well. Now, the thing I noticed about the performance is that when you start going really fast, the steering becomes a bit light, so you can lose control a bit. Besides that though, I'd still consider the TOROS as a top performing SUV. And now moving on to the final underrated vehicle, we have the armored Paragon R. The Paragon has a machine gun on the front of it, which none of the other cars on this list have, so this one's technically a weaponized vehicle, although it is considered a sports car. I know it's kind of odd it's a weaponized sports car, but basically if you guys don't know how to unlock it, you can't just like go to a website and buy it. You actually have to do a specific casino mission and then it spawns at a certain location after you complete it. So I guess you can say this is a free vehicle, but you just have to do a specific mission to unlock it. Now once again, it is armored, so you're going to be able to ram other NPC vehicles pretty easily. It definitely is more powerful and feels heavier than your average sports car for sure. The Paragon R looks amazing as well. I love how the front and the back of it looks. I think it looks super cool. Now getting back to the machine gun on the front of it, the machine gun is solid. It's not anything that great, to be honest. Like, the missiles are definitely a lot better, and as far as I know, you cannot get missiles on it sadly, so you're gonna have to stick with the machine gun. The machine gun can blow up an NPC vehicle in about like 10 to 15 seconds, which is not great, but I mean, you still do have a machine gun on the front. It's got some good speed and solid handling. It is still a sports car at the end of the day, so it does perform well, and so it's definitely worth it to get, I'd say. And I wanted to include it on this list because I mean, it's technically free, and I'm sure some of you guys are happy to see a weaponized slash armored vehicle on this list as well. But that's gonna be all the underrated vehicles I'm gonna be showing in today's video. Let me know which one is your favorite. Let me know if you have all these vehicles, if you're gonna get one of these vehicles. But I hope you all did go on to enjoy this video. Hopefully it did go on to help you out. If it did, take a second to drop a like on this video, subscribe if you guys are new, turn on the notification bell as well. Anyway though, this has been Hakiii. Have a good rest of your day. I'll see you guys in the next video, and peace.